though he just did like a full static link, it basically traded the same amount of HP. So he's just trying to not enable any sort of kill threats with the Fisher by doing that. Just wants to make sure that, yeah, if you want to Fisher me and try that play again, I'm going to kill you before you kill me. Your damage takes a lot longer to sink in.
Yep. Both Afu and GH still level 1 on the Earth Shaker and the Earth Spirit, the Earth Boys.
You saw on our camera there, though, those dire camp stacks, they're happening for the Bristleback, so they're on top of it for LFY. Definitely,
yeah.
You know, you talk about cheese. Maybe it's not the cheesiest thing you've ever seen, but I would consider Bristle Omni to certainly be a little bit out there in terms of strategies you're going to bring into a best of one to try and win.
Yeah, I mean, you sound cynical about the Bristleback here, Trent. I'm trying to gauge what your confidence level for Monet is.
Well,
here.
He's just not a very popular hero.
Well, sure, but you said stacks are the key thing. They've got the stacks moving. I mean, what's the item build on Bristleback that you're looking for? Maybe we'll hold that thought as Matumba Man gets initiated on. Nice stun from GH, but Afu on the backside with a fissure. This should secure the kill on Matumba Man, but no stick charges are there, and it goes the other way as they get a kill on Yao. Gyro very low, but does survive through it on about 30 HP as now Bristleback gets turned on. Great rotation from Kuro and use of that Centaur. It will be now 2-1 as Liquid find the advantage up top.
Yeah, early on they should be winning these battles for sure. So nice play by them. But
now Afu initiated on, knocked back by GH, slowed down by Kuro, and this should be a dead Earthshaker. No getaway. And GH gets another one up on the scoreboard. 3-1, Liquid with some early momentum. Okay, well, Omni Knight, our leading farmer right now. We haven't really talked about that bottom lane too much, but Puck and Omni, it's just farm fest down here. Ohio already level 5, having a great time in this laning stage.
Kuro just able to waltz himself out of there, no big problem. But yeah, it should be relatively chill, right? We're basically, again, just waiting on those 6s. Mind Control going to be the one to kick it off. No one else really has that moment where they just go.
Monet walks right into Matumba Man. I don't know if the follow-up's going to be there, but GH, he actually joins the party pretty quick. Matumba Man taking huge damage. They will trade. LFY actually bring down Matumba Man first. So it does benefit Monet, but they trade core for core.
Liquid are doing a very good job of bringing all the resources they need, though, because it is still a tough kill, even at the earlier stages for a Bristleback. But you've got Penitence to help boost that up. You've got the Earth Spirit there just kind of slow up and ensure that all of the damage from Gyrocopter is being properly allocated. Yeah,
the Penitence is huge for the Chen, even just that value point. 18% extra damage, 18% slow. Pairs very nicely with that Orb of Venom on the Earth Spirit. So hard to get away from that support duo of Liquid.
Miracle overall still leading the chart, though, and OmniKnight has been having a nice time. I mean, so is
dude, he's just free farming right now. Puck is in the jungle, stacking, moving around. Omni is in free farm heaven. One thing is that Mind Control should get like all of the bounties, though, so he could do like some bottle play. Yeah, he actually has the bottle, because if you ever have this 1v1 matchup where you're the more mobile hero like a Bat Rider or a Puck, then you're just able to get a bottle and you just collect all the bounties and you can grab the active burn too. Monet initiated on again. It's a 3-on-1, no supports inbound. The Witch Doctor's trying to make his way back to the lane, but won't get there in time. GH now on a dominating streak as he finds another kill. And this Bristleback gets shut down once more, Trent. I'm starting to lose faith in this Bristleback. You look at his overall net worth, and he's down there with the supports. This is really not looking great for LFY out of the gate. Oh, in terms of his stacks, that's not looking. He's got 1 stack right now, but I mean, he obviously needs like a Vanguard or like a lot of levels before he's gonna be able to go for those. Oh, so. Smoke broken by Afu, but this may be the death of him. He dodges the roll from GH, and I don't think it's gonna matter. The Satyr with the Hadouken, the Hellbear Smasher Thunderclap, and one final Hadouken to finish him off. Basically a solo kill from Kuro. As well, missiled. Got the raindrop though. Uh-oh. Looks like he'll be okay for now. The Gyro wants to dive it, but no, the call down and now the roll. They find him, and Yao gets picked off. 7-2. Liquid erupting in this top lane. Monet going to come back and try to defend the tower, but Kuro off to a great start with his Chen now. Already level 4, straight for the Medallion of Courage. Oh, mid lane, Super getting really low. Miracle clipped him with a couple of raises, but he does actually live. Looks like those infused raindrops keeping him alive. Yeah, certainly a key versus the old SF right now. Yep. But he's got to be careful. I mean, those raises are back. Miracle's almost playing a bit coy here. Yeah, Miracle really starting to pull ahead. Right now, Miracle has as many denies as the Razor has last hits. So whenever that metric is on the board, not pretty telling story. Yeah. Looks like rotation attempt coming out of LFY up top. They do have a smoked up Afu behind Yao. If they dive this, Mind Control's going to be here so fast, they are just all going to die. Yeah, this is a risky proposition. Especially with Matumba Man at level 6. A little low on mana, but has call down. Makes it a little bit harder to dive those towers with that huge AoE slow. Down bottom, checking in on Ohio and Mind Control. It's still the Omni show. Out-farming the puck by a pretty good margin, up by about 50% or so. We'll see a Dream Coil come. Mind Control knows he's in some trouble, but Ohio repels, snaps the tether. Now he's going to try to chase him down. The TP out. It's going to be close, but it's not enough. Ohio hits him with the hammer, and Holy Righteous will find the kill.
Well, that's not supposed to happen. That was Mind Control being a bit greedy in terms of like his orb direction and everything. There was certainly a safe way out of that one, you know, but
absolutely.
He was trying to stick around and play a little bit greedier in the trees, wait until like the 8 minutes was up, because he could have gotten all 3 of those runes, and he would have been back to full HP.
So now look at this net worth breakdown, Trent. It is really the Omni Knight show. He is that one core on LFY that's farming really well. Monet has recovered some. He's at least on par with the Gyro. Is this Omni's farm going to be enough, though, to transition LFY into the mid-game?
Well, it's kind of funny because usually you would want to do like a Radiance Omni in this situation, but you've got a Bristle, so you can't really do that. You have to be this more active Omni with like Yules and Force Staff and everything, so you can enable the Bristle and the Razor throughout this game. So this is going to be, like, Omni's usually a hero that with a lot of farm can actually help you into that mid game because he can just go for that Radiance or something and become this crazy core, but he doesn't really have that option for Ohio this game.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to go Yule's Scepter now that he's got his Phase Boot Soul Ring. So slightly different, but going for a movement speed build goes very nicely with the D-Gen Aura, of course. Up top, Liquid posturing like they want to try to dive this tower and kill the Bristle again, but just not quite finding the angle to initiate. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it's LFY with a smoke. Afu and Yao rotating to the mid. Looks like they want to try to set something up onto Miracle.
Yeah, but this means they're not top. And Monet is in big trouble.
Yep.
Like, fully dove.
They dove him. They hit him with the missile. They're going to have 2 ganks at once here. Looks like in the mid lane, Shadow Fiend is definitely going to be brought down, but he gets super before he falls first.
Oh, is
That's
he?
huge for Miracle. He actually gets a double and then dies to Yao. Meanwhile, up top, let's see if Monet is going to be able to survive this. The cooldowns fly. Rocket Barrage doing so much damage, but Tumba Man does finish off the kill, taking tower shots, but the rotation from LFY will not be enough. Ohio with big stick charges does turn things around. He does have a Guardian Angel here, finds the kill on Matumba Man. It's a little bit of a recovery for LFY, but my gosh, Trent, that mid lane, Shadow Fiend, a 1-on-3, and he still gets 2 kills before dying.
Yeah, what a hero. Yeah, they have to initiate with the Fisher. 1 spell hero, right? You know, he just can't really do that much, honestly, on the Shaker. But at least now he has the stun rocking too, so he's got Fisher into stun with the Totem.
Yeah. I also feel like the way this top lane is going is really favoring Liquid. If you're trading Gyro for Bristle consistently in these team fights, Gyro recovers a hell of a lot better than Bristleback does in the mid game. Meanwhile, mid, speaking of Bristleback, is going to be a Dream Coil, a puck with an Arcane Rune, and way too much damage for this Bristleback to handle. Now Yao rotating in, trying to save his teammate, but it'll just be another death, another double kill for Miracle, and this Shadow Fiend, leading farmer on Liquid by far.
I like how Bristleback's not even hero this game, and he still has the Silver Edge queued up anyway. Just like, yeah, I'm just going to make sure nothing can happen as they then hop onto Afu.
Yeah. That's
Easy
just
peasy.
a dead Earthshaker. And this is sort of what we were worried about with these dire supports. They're going to start to become cannon fodder, and nothing is going to be slowing Liquid down. They may even try to dive super here. The homing missile does get queued up pretty far back, and now the TP coming in from Ohio.
Oh, you're crazy.
Wow.
You're crazy.
Crazy is the right word.
That was the I need to be repelled before I TP play.
Yeah, not going to work out well. Afu with a stun on Matumba Man. He's going to get low, but now the Dream Coil comes out again. Remember that Arcane Rune. Afu getting low. He falls. Now Yao getting obliterated. Triple kill for Miracle, and this Razor in big, big trouble. Uphill miss, but maybe another one as GH does bring him down. LFY just throwing bodies at this mid lane, Trent. And what little bit of farm that Omni Knight had now starting to go by the wayside a bit as Shadow Fiend takes over as the leader. And this game starting to look a little bit dismal for LGD Forever Young.
Yeah, you just get levels on Gyro and Puck, and you look at their skills. They mesh together so nicely. Like, it's easy to set up with a coil, and they can't get away. If you are coiled, you are going to get hit by Rocket Barrage, you know, unless you get saved by Ohio or something like that with a repel.
And yet, Trent,
it's
up top,
coming down.
Kuro was just pushing that whole time. There was only 4 heroes in the mid. He just took a free tier 1 tower up top, so now this dire jungle gets opened up. We'll see more initiation. Afu again caught by Matumba Man. Gyro just charging at him. Rocket Barrage after Rocket Barrage finds another easy kill. 19-6 as now Mind Control gets pushed back. He will probably fall here. Razor steals a lot of damage.
That gave Monet, or Yao 6. There's actually a counterplay here possible.
Yep, that is a pretty big kill. They'll need a few more of those, but now they'll try to chase down Miracle. Monet in the front lines does have that point in the viscous nasal goo, but Miracle's still able to walk away for now.
It's not just nasal goo, it's viscous nasal goo.
It's viscous, baby.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so yeah, Bristle desperately needs this Vanguard. He has it queued up alongside the Power Treads. A couple hundred gold off that Vitality booster. That will be a big item for him. Very late timing, though. You know, you look at that like 7 or 8 minutes. If your Bristleback is balling for a Vanguard, that 12, 13, maybe 14 minutes, far from ideal.
Yeah, and then it's just like, okay, so where's our farm allocation? What have we done? We've given it all to Ohio. What does he do? TP's in the middle of 4 heroes and dies.
Yeah.
Like,
well, down bottom, he's going to TP in now. Miracle gets blocked out by the Fissure, and this should be a kill on the Shadow Fiend. He'll try to channel the Requiem. He is going to get off both of them, but it won't be a kill, and that Mega Streak will be ended. It's actually Yao that gets that bonus gold.
Why? That's not necessarily ideal. But you know what? He did most of the damage, so he kind of earned it, right? With that Death Ward, he ended up with 741 pumped into that SF. But this is where you need to take that net worth from the Omni Knight, and we got to transfer it. We got to call the bank, set up a wire, and we got to put some of this net worth onto Razor.
Absolutely. And now in the mid lane, onto the Razor. Infused Raindrops not going to save you from this one as Kuro throws a Hadouken and finds the kill.
He hasn't cashed the check yet. It's still in the mail. It's
no.
a slow transfer, I tell you.
It's been a great start for this Chen. Skipping Test of Faith altogether, and now 3 points in the Penitence. If this Chen shows up, it's a lot of slow. Very hard to get away from. And also a Blink Dagger now out on Puck, of course. A game changer for this hero, so mind control with a lot more initiation prowess.
This looks like the Roche timing, possibly. If Liquid, they've been a team who are really into this whole idea of really early Roshing, just so that the second Roche comes sooner.
Yeah.
And oh, hey, there's a DD that spawns. Well, I guess now we're definitely doing Roche.
Well, boys, Roche is on the menu, and they're going to bring him down pretty darn quick. Dire,
Solar Crest
in the vicinity. LFY are actually smoked up, and they're going to start moving towards the pit. They could get there in time to contest this, but still a risky proposition. GH on the high ground breaks the smoke. Beautiful stun on 3. He's going to get blocked out, may die here, but now the counter initiation mind control jumps right into the fray. Now the disengage, and LFY.
That one hurt, actually, from Super.
Not quite sure what to do here. It's a great ult from GH with the Magnetize.
Dude, they got to go in with Omni. They don't have a choice. You can't give this up.
I think you're
right. Be brave, Monet. Be brave.
You're pretty committed. He's got the repel. He is just going to charge right in there. The clap from Roche. He is going to get killed by the Dire. Monet's the one that picks up the Aegis. It could be a disaster for Liquid as this cask is bouncing all around. They will lose Yao, but they take out Miracle with him. I think LFY may look to retreat and reset, but they find the opening on Matumba Man. All he has is a Mask of Madness, and Monet will try to chase him down. Nice stun from GH, and the send home from Kuro will keep his friend alive. Looking for more kills, perhaps.
Yules, dude. He couldn't get in range to dispel it.
Kuro now on the run. Monet chasing him down. Afu going to cut him off, and they are going to lose the Chen. This is a big turn for LFY, and finally they find some momentum. Still with the Aegis in tow on that Bristleback.
Man,
that was insane.
Whew. Very nicely done. LFY, they needed that so bad. I'm so glad they didn't just run, honestly. Like, you're going to lose. If you lose that fight or you let them get Roche, this game's probably over. So force your way in there, make the play happen, get the Roche gold, get the Aegis, and even more importantly, Monet surviving, and now he takes the Radiant Ancient stack.
It was really well done by Monet. I think we would have been impressed if he had either finished off Roche or snatched the Aegis.
Oh, MC in the backline. What are you doing?
But doing both is pretty impressive. Ohio, going to be able to put a lot of hurt onto this Puck. He does bring down the Dream Coil, has Orb in 2. Sort of an unnecessary death there from Mind Control. Not sure what the game plan was.
I mean, I would feel pretty safe as Puck in this game, too.
Up top, Yao, initiated on by GH. He drops the Magnetize, and it's looking like it could be a solo kill for GH. Going to be a little close, but he rolls forward. Yao trying to heal through it. Now the Omni Knights here. They're going to turn the other way with the Death Ward. Liquid losing a couple of deaths.
Yao's level 9. Like, this guy's not supposed to have Voodoo yet, right? You know? So very nice skill from him there.
Yeah.
Just having that nice and early, and that's going to put him almost into the Spirit Vessel. He's actually insanely close.
Wow. Crazy how the tides have turned for this Witch Doctor. He had kind of a slow start, and he ended that spree on the Shadow Fiend, now picking up that kill there. He is absolutely in great shape.
I'm surprised by the Spirit Vessel a little bit. I don't know. I feel like Glimmer would be kind of ownage this game. Because like there's at literally all magic damage.
I mean, isn't the Spirit
Liquid.
Vessel versus Chen kind of the idea? So that if you isolate somebody,
it's like,
mitigates the hand of God.
Isn't it kind of meh? It's like such a minor part of the hero.
I feel you. I mean, there's also that aggressive potential too, right? When Witch Doctor is doing this well, it allows you to find some of those kills maybe a bit easier. I'm spitballing here. I don't know. I agree. The Glimmer Cape is always tempting on Witch Doctor. It's such a core item.
Well, they're online. We have transferred a little bit of that net worth from Ohio onto the Bristleback.
And Monet in the front lines. He'll be the one that
silence.
gets initiated on first. Silenced indeed, but now the counter fissure. And I think Monet just wants to go in. Remember, he still has the Aegis here, so can play fairly aggressively. Dream Coil on 2. Monet and Ohio will just wait it out. Mind Control jumps in. Silence onto Ohio, but he will be able to get off the repel. Homing missile, not going to do much.
Yeah, things a bit discombobulated there from Liquid. You're looking for that coil and then into a silence while Miracle waltzes in and does his ulti. That's pretty much the only way they're going to be able to bring him down that situation.
Yeah.
And now all of that's on CD, and Miracle also very low on mana here. They don't have a whole lot to poke and prod at LFY, especially with this Aegis.
It's tough. You see Liquid ready to defend this tower, but sort of just standing around, almost hoping that LFY just goes in a little bit too deep. Still plenty of time on that Aegis as now the Shadow Blade gets picked up on Shadow Fiend.
They know Yao's chilling with a smoke too, because he walked up into that vision and he switched the smoke into his inventory, so they might be expecting a smoke mid here from LFY if they back away from this tower. But they have vision inside the Radiant jungle, and they see Miracle jungling away. They saw Matu heading bottom, so they know this tower is free.
Yeah. That's great ward placement there in the jungle right above that shrine. Perfect for this kind of a push. And that will be a tier 1 tower. Monet getting the last hit in the bonus gold. It is a Radiance queued up on the Bristleback here, Trent. Very, very far away. But
did he buy his hood first, though? Right,
he does not.
Right,
okay, it's coming on the courier, so he should have something else. So hood into Radiance.
Yeah, this is pretty standard. You get your Vanguard, you get your hood. Those are, you just need to survive. That's the most important thing, is Bristleback at first. And
I'm impressed at how well Monet is farmed. I mentioned earlier it's not a hero that recovers that well, but he's only 100 net worth behind the Gyrocopters. We see LFY smoke. They might find a Kuroki. No, not quite. He makes it back up to the high ground.
Getting this army would be great, though, honestly.
Now they're going to block off the Chen. He does have some help nearby, but Kuro taking huge damage, and that'll be the end of him. Looks like they'll get to clear out his army also.
They've chased GH too, and he's in trouble.
Oh, Ohio blocks him out. They stop the roll, and there is nowhere for that Earth Spirit to go. It's going to be Ohio that gets credit with one last purification. They see Miracle on the side. He does not have a Shadow Blade. Afu with the Blink Dagger, the Echo. They want this. Puck is here with a Dream Coil on the entire team. The tether gets broken. Can they still secure this kill, though? They don't have the detection. Yao drops the Death Ward, but the Shadow Blade comes off cooldown, and it is enough to keep him alive.
That is rough. Oof.
They might, yeah. I don't know if they saw the Shadow Blade before they did that smoke, because he was in the jungle farming. So
it's like every pro game, the Invoker gets ganked and he gets away once with Quaswex, right? Yep. And he just goes in the Ghost Walk, and you're like, God damn it.
Look at this deep ward, though. The Dire get it down up on the high ground, so great vision of Liquid coming in if they want to mount a defense here. They will smoke up. The smoke gets broken. GH comes in with a huge stun, huge magnetize. The follow-up damage will be there to get a kill on Yao. Will Liquid have the damage to continue to pursue? It's Afu on the back line trying to get out. Super stealing a lot of damage from Matumba Man. Now the GA from Ohio. They actually kill Matumba. It's a 1-for-1. Another beautiful stun from GH. Sets it up for Miracle. They kill Super, but now Miracle's low and he pops. Monet still healthy, stacking up all of these Bristlebacks charges, and now Kuro on the run, probably not going to be able to make it out. It's a pretty even fight, a 3-for-3 when it's all said and done. Mind Control is still alive, but he's got the Blink Dagger, and he's got a Dream Coil coming back up. It's not going to be enough. He'll just live.
Yeah, Monet and Ohio just need to survive these engagements, so extremely important for LFY. I mean, that was the almost best possible initiation for Liquid, right? You have the Blink Dagger on GH. They're all under that ward that's placed up on the...
Regardless, it is 2 lanes of barracks, and what was an even game just moments ago has now swung way in favor of Liquid. 15,000 net worth will be their lead.
Now, again, our game was coming down to a Roche fight. LFY won the first one. But it did not end up being the one that would decide this game.
Yeah,
in all likelihood. But of course, it's not over. They did not manage to secure the throne. They didn't get like mega creeps or anything like that. You can, of course, still battle back from this. They definitely take buildings quicker on the side of Liquid, though. So even if you get some monumental fight from LFY, it's going to be hard to still match what they've done.
Well, I think what's also scary now is that the Bristleback buyback is going to be on cooldown for a while. So now Liquid can feel pretty safe going into Roche, and if they trade evenly, they know there's an advantage there. And if they do win another team fight in the next 5 minutes or so, they can just run up to the high ground, and not a lot of options for LFY to defend. So overall, putting Liquid in a great position right now.
It's going to take LFY so long to do this, too. I mean, like, this is not what Bristol's good at.
Yeah, I mean, he does minus armor Roche, so that helps. This is so risky, and I think appropriately risky for LFY. When you're this far behind, you have to do something crazy to try to get back in it. But is this going to be it, Trent? The Orb scouts it out. Liquid see that Roche is about half HP. Miracle is going to TP to the Shrine, and I think they're going to be able to get here in time to contest this. It's going to be close, but they will have an opening. Call down to start things off. Puck with an orb across, and they are just going to try to push LFY out. Still 4 stacks
Miracle's
of the sticky.
Just lurking here with this BKB ready to go.
This is so tense here, Trent Pax. And now the initiation, GH jumps in. Dream Coil on 3. It's not looking good for LFY. They lose the Witch Doctor. They lose the Razor immediately. Mind Control finishes off Roche, grabs the Aegis, and LFY are just getting cleaned up. They've already lost 3, and that's it. They just call GG right there. They know they don't have the buybacks. That one lane of barracks is going to get brought down. And just like that, Liquid intercept Roche and find themselves a win in game number 1.
Well, the Bristleback was certainly a bit cheeky, a little cheesy, some might say.
Yeah.
But not my favorite kind of cheese. He ain't Gouda.
There was a window there where I had a little bit of faith. Yep. Bristleback got shut down early. He came back in the mid-game. They did a lot of damage. And then as soon as that Silver Edge BKB came out, every team fight, he just felt like a piñata.
Yeah, there were conditions. In order to, they had to take that next step after winning that first fight. You know, they took all those towers. And that looked sick because it was really hard for them to, if we stood on a stable ground, what can they do to us, you know? It was hard for Liquid to do much. But in terms of, actually, how are they ever going to get high ground? You know, how are they going to play aggressive? How are we going to initiate and get a bunch of kills as LFY that game?
Well, here we go. Some highlights of this match. It was a pretty chaotic early game. I think this was our first blood as GH kind of got chased down. The one-and-done fissures we talked about secured the kill as they kind of 360 no-scope it.
Yeah, all credit to Yao this game, honestly. I mean, you can see here again, just playing very aggressive, getting a lot done in the early game, and doing the best that he could with a support Bristleback is what ended up happening in that early game, right? He was stuck at the same net worth and levels as the Chen for the vast majority, and that 6K lead so early on for Liquid.
And in a lot of these scenarios, you feel like the Bristleback is perfect in a tri-lane on tri-lane type situation because he returns so much damage, but the Rocket Barrage just does so much, and it shut down the Bristle early. It was one of the gank attempts early on where the 3-on-1 against Miracle Shadow Fiend. He kills 2 before going down. That was one of the moments that really shifted the momentum in terms of allowing Liquid to have a safe early game.
Yeah, they just, if your mid can't really, initiate the kill, right? If he doesn't have, a leading stun, that means you have to Fisher just to then close the gap with the Witch Doctor, and there was no chain stun going with the Cask, so he was still able to get off all of his Razors, and and all of his damage onto the Razor.
Yeah, 15-5. Once Liquid had the momentum, you can see the aggression just diving into the Tier 2 with Dream Coils. And it's another easy team fight.
I mean,
here.
This is where the game looked over, right?
Yeah.
You were like, all right, this game is 100% done. But then that's when we got our battle back into the Roche pit, which is what gave LFI a little bit of a second chance at this game.
Hey, and here it is. It was Liquid in the pit. Monet with the repel. He runs in at the perfect time.